Just be in earnest. Just be in earnest. Just be in earnest. Just be in earnest. A little one bell.
In cold beer. Have you done a podcast before?
I did The Brothers Hunt, and I did, I think that's the only one I've done. You know who that is?
No. Do you?
What's their last name? No. Fuck. Isbell. The Isbell brothers. Reed and Dan.
Okay.
Reed, yeah, and they just talk about hunting. It was fun though, dude.
Dope.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, Bustin' with the Boys was my first podcast, and then I decided I wanted to
And
get
who is
my
that
own.
guy?
It's Will Compton and Taylor Luan.
That's
The
right.
boys! They're fucking fun. I had Will on last week. Good dude.
Did you have Taylor on one too?
No, not yet, and he's kind of salty about it, but I'm going to
Get
get
him on it, dude. He's a beast. He's like one of those guys that you look at him and you're like, man, I know I would be friends with that guy.
And that's totally, and he'd be
Yeah.
friends with you. I mean, he really is just a bro, and he's probably, I'm not just saying this as I know him, he's probably my favorite Titan.
Really?
He's just got the fucking, he's an outlaw, dude. He's like, us to country music is him to football, where it's
Really?
like, yeah, like status quo, whatever, mannerisms necessarily don't
Yeah.
go hand in hand with him, and he'll smack you around on a football field. I like that shit.
Yeah, I love that shit too.
So you said you're on a hunting podcast. This is not a hunting podcast, but I am going to talk to you about hunting some, because I know
Okay.
you've done it in a bunch of different ways.
Yeah.
You ever slaughtered a hog?
Yeah. Many a time.
When was your first hog slaughtering?
First pig I ever killed is actually a funny story because like where I'm from, they don't migrate, but it's just like freaking coronavirus. Like they've spread, and you'll hear like at first, you know, I was like 12 years old, like so and so killed a hog like the county over, and you're like, they really a wild hog? And then I was at church.
Getting pumped up about a wild hog.
And yeah, dude. And my dad missed church one afternoon. This was before texting or anything. We used to talk on walkie-talkies from deer stand to deer stand. Before texting was literally, I mean, it was a thing, but not really. When I was 12, like it was just coming out, like
Right.
2000 or so. And my dad either came in late for church or he missed church on Sunday night. And he was like, well, you're never going to guess what I saw. And I was like, what? And he was like, a big old wild hog. And I was like, are you serious? And he said, yeah. And he was like, it was a big old boar because he walked under the stand and I put my scope on him and all I could see was his nuts hanging out from under him. I just remember that. And so that was the thing, you know, it was like, holy shit, we finally have wild hogs. And at the time it was exciting. They could be really destructive and stuff. But anyway, didn't see us.
They'll fuck up a farm, right? Like
Yeah,
you want to
they'll
get rid
turn
of
your
them
grass up. Yeah,
for the people that are going to be mad about killing
They scare
pigs,
your
like,
deer off. They're
Yeah.
just kind of a
nuisance.
But I low-key, I love having them around. It sucks for deer hunting, but there's never been a time where a hog came out and I got mad. Every time I was like, hell yeah, dude. But so my dad was in this other deer stand. This is like 2 years later. We're on the walkie-talkies and it got dark. And he walks out and he walks by my deer stand as he walks out. So I would just sit till dark and wait on him. And not because I was scared or nothing, just and
but I was.
yeah. I was like 14 years old, 13 or 14, and he was like, all right, I'm coming out on his walkie-talkie. And then I hit him back and I was like, hey, I think I got something coming out here. I could hear something coming. And about that time, I could see his flashlight at the end of the lane. And I said, turn your flashlight off. And he was like, what? I was like, turn it off now. So he turned it off. And then I went, boom. And I shot. And just, dude, when you shoot a hog, it's literally like exactly what you would think. But it's the most like high pitched, scariest, like, but like as loud as you could possibly imagine. And
oh my God.
he was standing down there and he turned it back on. I was like, turn it off again. And I shot. So anyway, I ended up killing two. And it was like, we were one of the first, our area was one of the first places to have them. It was awesome. I mean,
that does sound like such a rush.
and
Oh
then
my
I got buddies and I've been on them before that, you go, you trap them with dogs and you have them bayed by dogs and somebody runs in there and grabs them by their legs and somebody else runs in and you stab them as hard as you can. And what you do, and this is so, yeah, it is.
Hey, if you have a weak stomach, tune out for the next 2.5 minutes. We'll be right back. We keep going.
You stab them in the heart, and you jiggle your knife around in a circle, and you pull it out, and they just bleed out.
That's like, dude, it's like a Mortal Kombat finishing move.
Yeah, it is. Finish him. And his head's doing like that. Yeah.
Just gross sound effects.
It's insane. And what they do is they have Catahoula cur dogs, and it's this kind of dog that they're baying dogs, so they're good at, they work together to bay animals. And they go in there and then they bay the hog, and you can tell when the hog is bayed because, like, I guess like the dogs will start squealing because that means like he's attacking them, which means he's not running. He's, you know, in a circle. And then they have a pit bull that they literally hold on a chain until they know the hog gets bayed, and then they turn that fucker loose, dude, and you just listen and you just hear and then just. And it's, dude, it's awesome. And they grab the hog like by the nose, and they just know, and they hold it down, and you run through the woods until you find it. And that you're literally standing there, and there's a pit bull with his like mouth just around this hog's nose, and then somebody just gets in there and does Mortal Kombat.
Does circles around the heart and pulls it out. Ruthless. That leads me to my next question. How you reckon you write love songs? How you write a song like "Sign Sober You"? That's actually, you know what? I didn't mean for that to be a serious question. How the fuck did you write "Sign Sober You"?
Dude, I got to be honest. Sorry, Mom.
I'm also sorry, Miss Hardy. I said the F-bomb.
I remember. Oh, I'm gonna say the F-bomb.
Fuck yeah.
I remember me and Ben. It was a night right. Me and Ben Burgess and Jordan Schmidt. It was in the peak of my weed smoking days, because you knew me back then, and I still smoke weed, but I don't. It's that back then it was, you know.
Ain't as good as I was.
Yeah, exactly. That's when I could just. These days I don't. If I get too high, I hate it, and back then it was how high can I get? You know what I mean?
Yep, I'm still there.
Yeah, I feel you. Well, good on you, man.
Appreciate you.
But I remember we smoked 2 blunts back to back, and we went upstairs. It was when Jordan was still.
At the old Tree Vibes place?
Yeah, in the Crow's Nest up there. And that was one of the first songs that nobody had the hook. So that hook came out just fell out. And you know me, I can't stand that.
Right.
Usually. But we just started writing this story. And then like, sure enough, dude, it was like, we were all tossing around this idea of writing a letter to your friend or something like that. And I remember Burgess being like, no, bro. Write it to yourself. And we were all just like, oh shit.
Yes, man.
And then that was it. But that song, that was as big of that as one of my songs as that one is. That was one that didn't, you know how I am about hooks, and I have to understand the whole thing. And that hook just fell out that day.
I mean, I probably what makes it such a special song. I assumed you had that title and brought it in. The first time I heard that song, we were playing that guitar pool in LA.
Yeah, that was the first time you heard it?
That was the first time I heard it, and I'm side stage, half turnt, and I hear you get to the hook, and I lost it, dude. I was like, what? I go, "Science over you?" Dude. I'm over here like interrupting people listening, like, "Science over you?" And everybody, if they don't know I'm saying "science over you," they're like, right? And bro, for a month, I was obsessed with that joint. You got "Science over you." It made just as much sense to me too. Where I was like, dude, I'm taking facts over the fucking hope I have for what we could be. I'm like, so there's another turn on that one. Then I found out it was "Science over you." Love it again, even more, dude.
That was a fun show. You played locals only at that show.
Played locals only and then freestyle rapped.
Yeah, well, you played another song. What did you play? I know you played locals only because I was like, well, never heard nothing like that. That's nice.
What did I? Are you sure I played 2 songs, or I thought I just played locals only?
No, everybody did, because I remember Kanan played "Love You Like That" and "Hole in a Bottle."
What would I have played?
And Raylan played "Bra Off" and something else.
I'm glad you can remember theirs and not mine.
Locals only. And would you have written anything else that you?
Oh, I didn't play "Blessings." Did I play one of the? I played "Drink All Day."
If you don't
I played-
start in the morning.
Yeah,
yeah,
I played,
yeah.
"You
That's
ain't
totally
drink
what
all
you played.
day." That's right. And then
Yep.
I came back out in freestyle. I got some questions here
Oh, shit.
that have been prepared.
Okay. By whom?
My attorney.
Dude, what if you were like, all right, and you just served me on a podcast?
I'm saying.
Oh, no.
Dude, you've been served by Ernest. My second podcast.
Dude,
People pay me to serve people.
oh, that would be amazing. You're like Chris Hansen, but for serving people.
I come around the corner.
Let's take a seat
I need
right
you
here.
to take a seat. What are you doing here? Man, I was just here to have some pizza, mostly.
No, you're not.
We have your receipts. Dude.
We have a recording. It doesn't sound. Tell me if this is you saying this. It doesn't sound like that song. There's a couple notes difference, and they're like, that wasn't me.
That wasn't me. Well, what about, for instance, when you said there's no way anyone will put there's no way anyone will think this sounds like that Kane Brown song. In the middle of that one.
Oh, man.
Oh God.
Oh, God.
I literally called every writer. I was like, I would never mean to steal a song. You know that. And they were like, no, we get it. I mean,
Dude, are you kidding? They're jumping for joy. They're
We're
about to have a
both-
number one.
We're both writing 90s country songs, and we just happen to land on whatever.
Dude, I'm.
That might be my first number one, if it goes.
It still goes though. Knock on something.
Yeah.
That dude, if you're not on top of something, dude, if you listen to '90s country,
All of them have the same little turn.
and it's a thing. It's literally a
How
thing.
many songs do you know that sound like it's something women like about a pickup?
Yeah.
Well,
and the chord the moves, you know they're the same, and the melody. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't feel I don't.
I know it's whatever. I'm pumped either way. But oh, dude, before I get questions, the Being Served podcast just remind me of a little business idea I had.
Okay.
So like, you know how athletes be powdering up their hands and throwing it up at like before the game and stuff like that? Okay. So cremation, or just be like one last urn. And it would be like, basically, I'm a middleman between professional athletes and famous people. And if you die and your final wish is to be cremated and thrown
LeBron
up
James?
as, like, get LeBron. I want LeBron James to toss my ashes up
Whoa,
at the middle of the
dude.
court. I'm your middleman. If you want Derrick Henry to do it at the 50-yard line of the Titans game because you want your ashes, dude. I mean, it's a
How much
heavy,
would you charge for that?
I think it'd kind of be like a cameo thing. Like if artists knew, or if athletes knew it going, maybe the price changes depending on like the case. Maybe, but I mean, I think it's an expensive it's a dark ask.
It's a dark ask, especially since you're like, you go in like to somebody who's dying and go, all right. You know what I mean? Like, I know you're a Titans fan. Your family told me you're a Titans fan, and you get out like a brief or a folder, and you start like doing a business pitch to somebody that's dying.
You gotta be a certain kind of weird ass person.
Yeah.
Going to just, what are you doing? Oh, I'm at the hospital. You okay? Yeah, no. Just making the rounds, dude. Running some business. Wow. Damn. Okay. Ern's last wish. One last urn. Let's see here. If you're hammered on a Saturday night and head to Broadway, what bar do you go to, and why is it Kid Rock's?
Oh man.
No, what bar do you go to on Broadway? If you had to, you're probably not a Broadway guy. I'm not.
No, but I go. It used to be Tootsie's because Hunter Phelps, who's a good friend of mine, used to sing there. That was his weekend gig, dude. And not only weekends, but just like because you
I
know
did
it's
not
just
know
an
that.
industry. It's not like he was trying to make it down there. He was just making some money, and he knew a bunch of cover songs. Like, you know how that is. So we used to go down there and just get fucked up and watch Hunter play all the time, and like would randomly try to request songs that we've written and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Tootsie's is a good hang. That can be a good hang.
I like Roberts because they got like $2 or $1 Busch Lights.
Were you a Paradise Park guy? When
Oh,
the
yeah.
OG Paradise Park
So
was,
on my 21st, dude,
that was the best.
I got kicked out of Paradise Park, and I took a mat shot in Paradise Park. And the old car that was in there, I got kicked out because somebody made me a list of shit I had to do, and I got up there and was dancing on it, and I fell off of it, and they kicked me out. I got fucked up, and I hung my head.
Yes.
It's still in school at Murfreesboro, and I puked all the way. My head was out the window going down the interstate, and it was in January because my birthday, for some reason, like we couldn't celebrate it then, so we celebrated it in January.
When's your birthday? November?
September.
September.
It was a long
Are you a
time.
Virgo?
Yeah.
Nice.
Are you?
No, I'm a Capricorn. We get along.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Anyway,
so you threw it
Paradise
all
Park.
the way. Yeah, Paradise
the
Park.
hamburgers. One time, Kid Cudi played in town, and then we were out with this dude that looked just like Kid Cudi, and I secretly told a bunch of people it was Kid Cudi, and we caused a scene in the food part, dude, and we got kicked out of there.
God.
I've had some good Paradise Park memories.
Those were the days, dude. Turf floors.
Yes, just smelled like freaking, I don't even know, Sunday school, old Sunday school or something.
Man, dude. Yeah, take you a lipper.
Yeah.
Take you a lipper. While you take a lipper, I might read these ads really quick and get back to some questions.
You're already doing ads?
Dude,
Have you actually got money in your pocket already?
I'm in a wider seat because I can't fit in the normal seats because my pockets are so fat because of these fucking.
Your seat it's shaped like a diamond.
That's because the rollie that's on the way has diamonds in it, and it's just from 3 sponsors who want to be a part
So
of.
I thought when I listened to the one last week with somebody, I don't remember. What's the dude? Not Taylor, but the other guy.
Will Compton.
Yeah, you weren't joking about that.
No,
actually have. I thought you were just being funny.
No, I've manifested that because I've read off fake sponsors every week, and then I finally got 3 real sponsors.
Go.
Look, so I thought of a scenario where all 3 sponsors could be used at once, and it'd go something like this. Look, a tornado could come through, or something. Let's say your house gets messed up. A bull runs through your kitchen, destroys it. You got to call Temple Insurance. You got to call my boy Will Temple at 615-948-3605. 615, hey, can't read. 615-948-3605. That's Will Temple at Temple Insurance, dude. They cover your house, your car, your family. If you just moved to town and you got a life you're trying to leave behind you, you need to start over, find some insurance. Temple Insurance. They're your first call when a bull messes up your kitchen. You say, hey, nothing I can do about it. Bull just destroyed my kitchen. What do? They're going to say you're going to need to, let's get an estimate and let's get somebody running there to do some construction. And I would send you just straight to Taylor Design and Construction, dude, at 270-498-2350. Taylor is going to get you set. A bull doesn't have to run through your kitchen, guys. You can just be sick and tired of your house the way it is and say, I'm knocking that wall down. I'm putting a man cave where a nursery used to be. And that's where we're gonna call Taylor at Taylor Design and Construction. If you want to find him on Instagram and see some of his handiwork, I'd go to Taylor_D_C. Shoot him an email, unsolicited pics, whatever, at Taylor_D_C at yahoo.com. And you're going to have a construction crew come up there and he's going to do it.
You're doing a thing where you got a bubble in your throat and your voice changes. Damn, dude.
You caught that.
I wish people would call that out more.
Well, glad you're here.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Now that I got the bubble out of my throat, just in time to remind you that if you got construction on your house, you're gonna need some yard work because there's gonna be trucks going through and grass is gonna be overgrown while you're getting some stuff done. Let me fix you right there. Luke Mitchell, Grant Mitchell at Mitchell Lawn Care. They're gonna come stripe your yard up. I mean, it's gonna look like the All-Star game in your front yard. And I'd give them a call at 615-934-4152. That's Luke. And give Grant a call at 615-934-4151 and say, hey, it's looking like a farm out here. And they'll come and cut it. Cut it right up. Okay. Those are my sponsors. Yeah, dude. Sponsored.
Hey, that's congrats, man.
Thanks, dude. It's all local businesses, too. Trying to put on for Nashville.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I love it, dude. I'm already having a blast.
I am, too. I'm glad you're here. This has been a long time coming. Now we got some heat on the podcast.
Yeah, you got Keith. What, number 2? You had Keith?
Number 3, yeah.
Number 3, dude. Jesus Christ, man.
I don't know. I don't know how that happened. I just reached.
Let's talk about how great of a guy he is. You introduced me to him.
He is.
Record.
Dude, did I really?
Yeah, the first time I met him was in here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's the first time I had ever met him. Dude,
I didn't
honestly,
know-
there's been a few moments. Dude, there's been 3 moments, and I've just now thought about this, where I have walked in this room and looked at whoever we were writing with and going, holy shit. And that's not a joke. The first one was Sam Hunt. And I know that once you get in this bubble and like we
Wow.
get their numbers, that goes away. But there's always that first time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, totally.
And
Totally.
the first time was Sam Hunt, and it was me, you, and Charlie and Sam. And I know y'all had been writing with him some.
Yeah.
And I just like shook his hand and we sit down and I'm just like,
Cool dude,
what
man.
the fuck am I doing here? You know what I mean? And then
That's wild though, because you've definitely. I mean, you should be in any and every room you ever want.
No,
to be
I know,
in.
but it's
Yeah, and
I haven't had many of those moments, and they've been with you, so I appreciate that.
Well,
first of all,
thanks.
second of all, you finished your beer in the time that I took like 1 sip, so I need to catch up.
Now you got to dip in.
I'm spinning. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not spinning. Second time was Keith, coolest guy ever, and then the third time was Nelly.
Wow, that was your first time meeting Nelly too?
Not meeting him, but first time working with it, like actually
Gotcha.
being professional with him. And he was. I know y'all have written a lot more than me and him have, but my mind was blown. All 3 of them, but. You know, writing with a hip hop artist, I had never done that before.
Yeah.
And so I don't, and they're just it's a different vibe. I know LA and all that. Dude, I was so blown away at how professional
He is
and
so
just a
professional.
legit songwriter. Like we could have sat in here and written a country. I mean, nothing changed about like, we're bouncing lines off each other, and he's like, "Oh, I like that phrasing. Do that, and then do this on top of that, and then you're over here, blah blah blah." And it was exactly how a Nashville song gets written, and I just
100.
praise his professionalism.
Dude, I do too, and I love. I mean, that's his bottle of Tito's and lemonade's been here since the last time we were here.
Keep that, bro.
I am keeping that. You know, I won $200 off Nelly. I spilled my beer. I won $200 off Nelly, dude.
I was there, Austin.
It was in Austin at the racetrack.
100% there.
Dude, I had to run to the top of this like 24-story like viewing tower for some.
Might have been more than that, bro.
It was high up there, but
And jeans,
and
you were
Jordans,
drunk.
very. And dude, I was in no shape to do what I did. But Nelly's out here making bets, and I was like, I'll do it. He goes, I bet you $200 you can't get up there and down, and whatever one before me was 9 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, he gave you a time and you beat it.
I beat it, and
What was it on the way down? Were you just trying to jump flights of stairs?
that's exactly what I did.
Because I feel like that would be the move.
I was
If you can
going.
figure out a groove where you can kind of hold onto the rail and just jump down the whole flight.
I was every 2 steps the whole way up, and I remember when I started getting extremely tired. I was like, gotta be close. Looked over, and it was like not even halfway
10,
yet.
15 stories.
It
to
was
go.
miserable, but I got it. Got the $200, and I bought 2 pair of Air Force Ones.
Oh, what a great story!
Yeah, I had to.
That's such a great story. Damn, that's good.
Had to buy.
Cletus did it too, right? Chris.
Cleats did it, and
Chris did it in like fucking 30 seconds though. He just like jumped to the top and then like jumped back down. Honeycutt did it,
wow.
and one other person.
I don't know, but damn, who else did it? I don't know, but Sid. Do you remember Sid
Was having sex with that girl up there, dude.
was bumping uglies on
Up there, dude.
on
I
the
remember
tower
that.
because it was a clear floor.
It was a skywalk or whatever they call it, where the floor is glass and you walk out over.
Yeah, and
Terrifying.
We're
also.
on the ground looking up, and it's like just 2 silhouettes. Looks like a spider.
Yeah. I
God
remember
dang!
that. Man, that was a time. You know what? I wrote Simple that day.
Did you really?
Yeah, I wrote Simple that same day. June 1st, 2017. And
Dang.
it came out, ironically, not on purpose, a calendar year later.
That's neat.
Yeah.
That's a special one.
Yeah.
That intro and turnaround is the most uplifting sounding shit ever.
Holman, dude.
I love Holman.
Me too. He's a great
He's
guy.
a great guy. Let's see. I got some more stuff here. This is funny. Okay, if you're just being earnest, what's something that I do that annoys you? You're good at this. I have no feelings.
When you're, oh, dude, I don't know. That you don't do anything that annoys me.
That's such a cheeky answer.
Okay. Oh, man, I don't know.
I can freestyle a song.
No.
No, that doesn't annoy you. Laugh at my own jokes. I'm just fucking reaming myself right now.
Man, I don't want to do this. I
Do
don't
it.
like this.
I put you on this. Nobody asked you.
All right.
Fucking
When you get, man, I don't like doing this.
do it.
Dude.
I'm the
All
one
right.
to ask. This isn't
When
on the
you
Bobby
get drunk
Bones
during
show.
rights, the focus gets lost every now and then.
Fair.
I hate that. Why did you make me do that, dude?
Because I wanted to know, dude.
I hate that though. Because
When
we write so well together, but that's like the only. But the only reason that I'm saying that is because you know that like I want to come in and like
Laser guy, be
finish
done.
it,
3
laser
hours.
guy, and be done. And the only reason is because I have OCD and I. But I don't even. Why'd
Yes.
you make me say
Well,
that?
no,
dude?
here because I wanted a chance to defend myself.
That's the only thing though. It's like
That's fine.
man.
And
I, hate
I would
that.
also
I hate
say-
that we even did this right now.
No, dude, get over it because I wanted to tell you. I think
Snow's
that-
a great writer. Ernest is a
It's-
great writer. You're Snow forever in my phone and in my
I'm Snow to
brain.
so many people.
But you're a great writer, and it has nothing to do with how good he
Look,
is. And I hate that this.
I
happened.
literally asked you this question, and it's funny because it just made me realize. I think 2 or 3 of the times that we've written and I've been drunk have been night writes after a day of drinking.
Yeah.
Like for more than my hometown, dude. Does your back hurt, by the way? For carrying my ass on that song.
I just remember map.shame, dude. And like when I said, ain't that a map.shame? And to think that and Ernest just goes, ain't that a fucking map.shame? And dude, you went on and on and on. But that was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Dude, I hate that I had to just say that.
I
dude.
love that you said it because this is what the fucking podcast is called Just Being Earnest
All
for.
right, okay.
This isn't just being a bitch, dude. Why? That's hilarious.
That's
though.
more, and I'm not just saying this to get out of it. That's more of my meticulousness than it is you being annoying.
That's more of your professionalism and and more of me just, hey man, I'm just happy to be here. WKDF.
Next question. Let's just
Next
forget
question,
that
dude. You go to Maggie Moo's or Cold Stone. What ice cream do you make?
Cold Stone.
Yeah?
I like watching it get made. Do they do that at Maggie Moo's?
I think so.
Cold Stone. First of all, I don't really fuck with ice cream much because
Not a big ice cream guy.
I'm not lactose intolerant, but dairy is so not in my diet that when it is in my diet, it ain't good. You know what I mean?
So you like don't drink milk?
No, if I eat a bowl of, I used to, but like I just for no other reason other than that I just quit doing it. I'll eat like if I eat like 3 slices of cheese pizza, bro, pull over, bus.
Toot toot.
Toot toot.
I got
toot,
to
toot, toot,
go.
You know what I mean?
I got to go. You know what I just thought of? Parmesan.
Oh, bro.
Parmesan
breadsticks with all of my best friends. Parmesan.
Whoa.
Whoa. You don't even know about that, dude.
Oh my God. Let's see. I got like a couple more. This is funny. I ended up not doing a prologue today. I think the whole podcast is just going to be me and you.
That's great. I love that all we need is the
the
Do
intro
you do that
song?
for all of them?
Yeah, that's the song.
That's great. I love that song.
I need to come up with the day I came up with the podcast, I was sitting outside by the fire and I was like, I need a theme song. And then all we need was on the little playlist I was listening to.
You sang your
And I
harmonies
just-
over the track, and it's
Yeah.
clearly not in the same mix.
At
which is
all.
great.
At all. At all.
I love that song though, dude.
Thank you.
That
was with Craig.
I will say this, and I'm not just trying to SYD, but I listen to. You can ask Callie too. I listen to that record more than probably in the past 6 months since you put it out. I go to there's like 5 or 6 songs that I love. I love the whole thing, but 5 or 6 that like if I didn't know you, I would still listen to them just as much. And
Hell
I
yeah.
listen to and your old shit back in the day I did too, but I love it, dude. I mean,
Thank you. I like where, speaking of my old shit, like, I love, and I've talked about this on the podcast, like, I fucking love making pop and urban, and I love rapping. Like, I'll always love rapping, but this brand for me is it's just so much easier. Like, I don't ever feel like I'm trying to wear a pair of shoes that ain't mine.
Well, then that's good. That means that's your core,
Yeah.
true creative self, which is
Yeah.
where you want to be.
Well,
which
thank
is
you.
awesome. You want to hear my top 5?
Sure, yeah, I do.
It might be more than that. Hard Way, just because country and hooks
Yeah.
for days. Locals Only. Brain on Love, All We Need, Sugar, and
Oh, yeah.
I Think I Love You are my 6 favorite.
Hell yeah.
Top 6.
Thank you.
I think All We Need is number 1 though, and then Brain on Love is
All We Need is
second.
number 1 for you?
Yeah, just because. Oh man, there's so many
That's
reasons.
dope, dude.
Why.
That one streamed the worst, just about.
Well,
I mean, I know.
fuck a stream, dude.
I know
I'm
what you
just
mean.
kidding.
It's so fucking hard to, like, because what we like is always going to be different. Than,
Yeah, I
mean,
agree.
not always, but it just sucks because I feel like it used to be, if you liked a song as the artist, you can run it.
Yeah,
And
100%.
now it's so many cooks in the
Yeah,
kitchen.
that
Great
is.
meals get made, but
I agree.
damn. Okay, let's see. If you, what is it? Somebody dead or alive? Hold on, I seen it just a second ago. Oh, I ain't reading it, but it's basically like if you could work with any artist of any generation, any genre, what would it be? Who would it be?
If I could do a Hardy song with an artist, it would probably be Trent Reznor
Oh,
of Nine Inch
sick.
Nails.
Yes. That's such a hearty answer, dude.
I'm wearing. Oh, I thought I was wearing it at Nine Inch Nails. I'm
You're
wearing
an Alice in Chains shirt. All right. If you could collab with one rapper, or like, not for a Hardy song, but like if you could ghostwrite for a rapper, who would it be?
Post. I don't know, dude.
So good.
I know that's every single person in the world right now that writes songs, but like, I don't know. I've been a fan. I know you have too. I mean, since
Yeah.
day one. I don't know. I just dig his thing, dude.
His melody sense and his want to push the envelope.
And
forward.
I just like I don't know him personally, and we know people that do, but he just seems like a guy that you just want to work with.
Yes. And hang out with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like he would fit in so well with not just Nashville, but just like the crew.
Mm-hmm.
Just the shotgun and beers and shit. Like,
yeah, because he's always at Mike's. Mike and him are good friends.
have you ever kicked it with him?
I've not
Like,
kicked
personally?
it with Post.
Me neither.
But I got a feeling I know what kicking with Post would be like, because I mean, at Mike's house, aka the Ranch, shout out Mike Stud and Mike.
Yeah,
It's
Mike's
just Mike.
a great guy.
Yeah, the You Never Know podcast. You just never know, Steve. Yeah, you see them. I mean, the sun will be coming up, and they're fucking soft tossing, swatting with a samurai sword beer cans on the back porch.
That's literally what we did.
It's like, yeah, I know what that. I'd be right there if I can hang out with them.
And it's like you see stuff like that. And it's like I get FOMO not because it's Post Malone, but because I want to hit a beer can with
yes,
sword.
I was like, why?
Damn, dude, that looks so fun,
dude. And then they went out after one of Post's shows in LA. They spent the whole night partying, going out, drinking, bars, boom, boom. They call Hooters on Sunset. Foley calls whatever. He has a plug at Hooters at like 7 a.m.
A plug is in just like
somebody
that'll just go in there and cook up wings and shit.
Yeah, or
is it
some
about the
like
girls?
management, somebody that could open it and get people there or whatever. He's like, hey, I'm with Post and some people. We want Hooters. And so they come in and open up and make them Hooters at like 7 a.m. Then they go to the trophy store and make the ball in a cup trophy.
Bro. Yeah.
The beer pong champions of the world. Yeah, dude.
Nelk Boys, shout out. Negative shout out to Nelk Boys, dude. Y'all got in our heads, dude.
Oh, man.
They gave us shit about that table, and we had the right length table.
They're the trolls.
We backed up out of being nice guys. We backed up. And I kid you not, man, and I'm not an excuse kind of guy, but we backed up, and dude, when we were warming up, we were making everything we threw at, and when we backed up, everything was short, it screwed us up, dude.
Dude, you got trolled by the Nelk Boys.
I know.
They got arrested in Mississippi. Did you see that?
Where at Mississippi?
The Target.
Where in Jackson?
I guess, I don't know, but they like the whole crew got arrested in Mississippi. For a Target prank. They were like dressed as Target employees and like going behind the counter and shit.
I mean, I appreciate what they do.
Yeah, dude.
I don't have the nuts to do that. I'm not gonna lie.
You remember their first viral video before Nelk Boys or Send It was a thing? Maybe Nelk Boys just started, but it was when they were at the beach and they're like going to people. They're sitting in a Suburban. And they're like, "Hey, you want some Coke? You want some Coke? We're selling Coke. And like they were saying it pretty loud, like to where people could hear it. So like cops heard them, and like they're
And they were
sitting
selling
in the black
Coca-Cola?
SUV. Yeah,
Ah, that's great.
cops are like, y'all got to get out of the car now. We're gonna search you.
And they found
Da-da-da.
Coca-Cola in it?
He's like, what, dude? We're just selling Coke. And cops are like, yeah, get out of the car. And the guy opens the back, and it's just like 80 cans of Coke,
Oh,
and
that's
the
great.
cops lost it. Let's see, dude. We're playing golf today, so people are gonna have to get over the fact this ain't gonna be an hour and 50-minute
Yeah,
long
that's okay.
podcast.
I'm having a great time though.
I am too. It's fun to be back here in the studio, old time's sake. You remember when I told you Joey wanted to make a record with you?
Yeah. Yes. Is that part of your thing? Or
No, I just thought of that.
Yeah, I do. And that was kind of the
Simple was one of the songs. Simple and 4x4. That was when they were just demos. 'Cause me and Joey would be sitting back here smoking volcano bags, and like
yeah, good old
all these
days.
demos would be coming in, and we are just sitting back there listening. I'm like, dude, Hardy needs to be an artist for sure. And he's like, dude, hey, that's what I've been saying. I think I was leaving that night. I
Yeah.
was like, Joey said he'd cut a record
Yeah,
on you.
you called me, didn't you?
I think I caught you in the parking lot.
Yeah, because he texted me or called me right after that, and I didn't know him very well. And he just was like, dude, I just want to let you know I would cut a record on you tomorrow. And he's been number one since Nickelback, dude, because guess what? I listened to Nickelback. Guess what? You listened to Nickelback.
Hell
And
right.
everybody in the world, when they were on fire, listened and loved that stuff because they didn't start get shit on until years later when in like meme culture, I feel like, when that became a thing.
Right, when it's just cool to it's cool to hate on the whoever's at the top, and also like what Joey is consistent with. If you let Joey be Joey, is that me really?
It's coming through your headphones.
That's weird.
I was through your computer.
Joey.
Joey.
Yeah. You want to talk about a hit maker, dude? And the formula of just what's going to come through your airwaves and hit you the right way.
Yeah.
If you let Joey be Joey and get that out on you, dude, it's just so set up for success.
Yeah.
He's so good. He's still in the top, like each week or each month, Billboard updates top producers like all genre, and Joey's up there like
Yeah.
top 10 with fucking.
I mean, because he had Nickelback, and then he did the Jake album that was massive. And then right after that, he did FGL, which was, massive for such a long time. And now this new wave of new artists are coming out, and he's Morgan's guy.
Yeah.
So he's never been not relevant for like literally 20 years.
20
now.
years. Love Joey. Joey, if you're listening, looks like you live in a Grand Theft Auto mansion.
Yeah.
Um,
That's true.
let's see. Probably a couple more questions, and then we'll scoot on out of here. Do you cook at all? You
Yeah.
cook food?
Yeah.
What's your favorite meal to cook?
So actually, perfect segue. Joey for Christmas, bought me a Traeger.
Yes, he did.
Obviously being Joey, being the great guy he is, and being the rich guy that he is, he bought like the Mac Daddy.
This podcast brought to you by Traeger eventually.
That's right. Ribs, I've dominated. I've dominated the ribs. I cook steaks too, not usually on the Traeger, but on my other grill. And I do steaks. I don't do a lot in the kitchen.
More of
not misogynistic whatsoever.
Just
but
more of a grill
it's more
master.
Callie's thing. She's gotten really good at making dishes, baking, stuff like that. But I'm a grill guy.
Yeah, I got like one of those charcoal grills or whatever from Home Depot, bro. And I tried putting it together. If I could have murdered a grill, I would have, because it was like 300 pieces.
Oh, to put it together.
And they quit, like the numbers on the pieces stopped existing after like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm like, y'all just fucking quit putting numbers on this shit, and I just got to look and read. Oh, it's the worst, but I use my grill 3 times a week. I had steak and eggs this morning.
Oh, bro, let's go.
Joey, or
You're an early bird, aren't you?
I can't help it. I
It's
wake up.
so unassuming of you,
Yeah,
to be honest, because I just know you like to have a good time, and you know what I mean. Like
yeah, it doesn't matter how good of a time I had, dude. If I'm having a good time till 3 a.m., I'm waking up at 6.
Yeah, I respect the shit out of that, man. I'm still not there. If I get in a routine, like when I was on radio tour and doing stuff like that, I was getting up around 6 or 7 every morning, even when I didn't have stuff to do.
Yeah.
But if I don't set an alarm and I go to bed around midnight, I'm 9:30 or 10 every morning, which is still Not terrible.
That's
I
not
guess
bad.
For musicians.
We know people that sleep till 3 or 4 in the
Yeah,
afternoon.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we sure do.
Yeah, that's great, man.
Let's see. Oh yeah, what else was I gonna say? Tour got just kind of reamed for us
Yeah,
all.
it did.
Who are you supposed to be out with?
Thomas Rhett. We were supposed to start.
And you're going to be direct?
No, I was going to be before Cole.
That's right. That's right. Oh yeah. Damn, that tour was going to be awesome.
Yeah, we were supposed to start in Guilford, New Hampshire. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's the place where you usually play 2 nights because the venue is smaller, but they put you up and they give you like weed cookies and like backstage is like summer camp and they're always walking around with servers giving you lobster mac and cheese and shit.
Oh my God.
Oh, you probably was going to go through there, and if not, you will at some point in your touring career. But
yeah.
So that's completely. It's been pushed to next year. And I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to be doing next year, so I can't say that I'll be on that tour or if I won't be. But it's a shame.
It's totally thrown a wrench in the whole system of touring.
Yeah,
it sucks. I know you were going to actually get to make money this year after 3 years of touring and
this was the first year that I was going to be in the black.
Yeah, man, shout out to everybody that has like all the healthcare workers and stuff,
totally.
that have been pushing through all this, and shout out to everybody that's a part of a tour that doesn't have a job right now because of this shit. And any way we can help, let us know. This has probably been one of my favorite interviews. I don't want to call it even an interview. It's just we've been hanging out. Thanks for getting on Just Being Earnest.
Hell yeah. I hate that you made me say something annoying about you.
I asked.
I know, but I hate that, dude. I
asked. Dude, my annoying thing about you would probably be how meticulous you are when writing.
Well, then good. I feel better about my answer then.
Yeah, no,
because that just means that we are who we are.
Look, we're both really good songwriters, and our methods are really
completely different. But we do so well with each other.
Yeah, so it's like whatever.
How would you describe my songwriting if you just gave a quick synopsis? I like hearing this just to stroke my ego or whatever.
Yeah, your songwriting is like Navy SEAL. I'm like cop.
I love
like I might fucking be sitting in the car having a donut and like somebody fly by at 80. I'd be like,
let's chase that.
Got some shit to do now. And you're like, you've been seeing how long you could hold your breath underwater and like dismember a gun and then come back up and put together but we're both gonna get the job done. I think what is it? Assonance?
Assonance is my fucking word, dude.
That's your word. And tell the people what assonance means, and then I can break down a little bit more about what you do.
Assonance is like I don't know the exact definition, but it's basically in a phrase or a sentence when you repeat multiple vowel sounds.
Like if you were to take a break by the lake and shake
and wake and bake, Jake the snake.
Yeah,
that's assonance.
Yeah,
Eminem is the guy that coined and not created, but he is the guy. You know what's funny, dude? I watched Jungle Book the other day. Bare necessities, something man that to rest at ease, and something. Dude, I was listening to it and I was like, bro, who wrote that shit? So good. The boy ahead of its time, in my opinion.
Wait, that's such a out of left field fucking reference.
Yeah.
Also, great movie. Second of all, it's just the bare necessities, those naked bare necessities. Damn, I never realized.
Rest at ease, dude. Necessities. Like that we would do that in a rap song.
Yes. Eminem's the king. That's why it's so wide of you for Eminem to be your favorite rapper.
Yeah, so
dude,
what?
Guess
Go
what?
Watch any documentary and ask any rapper ever, and they're gonna be like Eminem.
Yeah, dude. What he does with words is beyond me. Like he was the first time he made orange not a hard rhyme word to me. It was like, well, obviously orange, door hinge, syringe. Yeah. He said, yeah.
Bro, now we're gonna think of freaking
I know. Oh, dude. One of my favorite verses, he says, it's 3 a.m. in the morning, push my key in the door, this body's laying all over the floor, and I don't remember how I got there, but I guess I must have killed them. He goes, You're walking down a horror corridor. It's almost 4 a.m. and you're in a nightmare. He's on to you. Right there's the corner. He's waiting to corner you. Something sees you at the corner of his cornea. You're a goner. He just saw you run. Sitting nude in my living room. Just saw some. Fuck yeah, Eminem. Whatever. Assonance.
Just unfreaking real, dude.
Assonance. The man, the myth, the assonance. Michael Hardy. Dude.
You know, I might have told you that, but I just rebuilt my basement. And I put like, you know, quote studio right in my basement, and Callie's been ordering a bunch of wall art, and there's all kinds of cool stuff. I'll actually show you when we go out to the house today. There's some cool shit in there, but one of them that she got is a canvas that just has the definition of assonance and the word. It's the dictionary, you know, print of assonance. And so like that's going to be my fun little joke is when we're writing with people and somebody's fighting me on like this, I'm just going to walk over
point of the wall
to it and be like, this is what we're doing.
Dude, I mean, you are the new standard. I mean, I've been in other rooms too where it's like I've been writing with Rodney or something, and like we're trying to figure out a rhyme, and now I'm way more conscious of inner rhymes than I even was before because I know I'm going to turn in a song and you're going to turn in a song. Guaranteed your song's probably going to have more inner rhymes than me. And so Rodney would be like, man, he's like, I ain't Hardy. Don't
Dude, you know what's funny too is that like a lot of times they're hidden in there and it's how you phrase it.
Yeah, totally.
Because if you were like, I'm, you know, I don't even know how to do it, but like I'm into sinning again with my friends, but you could like
I'm into sinning again. I can't even not do it.
But you can go, I'm into sinning again with my friends, which is assonance, but you could go, I'm into sinning again with my friends, and like the with, and there's like more syllables than you think sometimes, and if you find the right way to phrase them, it even creates that much more. I love that shit, dude. I'm a nerd about it.
Yeah. That's what makes you get annoyed at me for drinking and fucking just spitting out.
If you hold this over my head for the rest of my life, I'm gonna die, dude.
I will not. But I mean, my method, I write, like, I freestyle.
You're rapid fire.
I can't way overthink. Like, I come in with ideas sometimes and titles or whatnot. Like, I'll have a title every now and then where I think, okay, this would be a cool twist, and I usually bring those to people. But, like, for the most part, my ideal day is have somebody like you or somebody with the title, and then like, hey, say the title and let me freestyle over some music and try to land on that.
My favorite thing about writing with you is that like I can't always think of the way to say it, but if I'm like, we need to find a way to basically say the cow jumped over the moon, but not that. And you'll immediately say 10 ways to say it. Yeah. And I'd be like, that one, that's the one. You know what I mean? That's the best part about us writing together.
Yeah, having a that's the one guy in the room is how songs get finished, because I can give you 30 freestyle takes with the producer all day, but it's like I need somebody to come and make my mind up for me.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. Last thing we'll get out of here. I am curious though, because hot topic this week. Have you been arrested before?
No, never.
Speaking of, my attorney's calling me. Hold on. Hey, we're live doing a podcast right now. You're on speakerphone. So is this about?
Oh.
Is this about like?
No.
Am I going to jail?
No, you're good. No jail. I was just calling to check in because you said you're going at 3. So, cool. We can edit this out, but you do your thing.
I'm not going to edit it out. We started early. We're going to get out on the links and play some golf.
Oh, you dogs. Dude, I just bought a ton of new golf gear, so...
You say you just bought a ton of new cold beer?
Cold beer, golf gear.
Assonance.
Assonance. Assonance, brought to you by Hardy. We'll holler at you later. Special guest Ryan Kroon with the call-in. Thanks. And you're listening to the Big 99.
You hung up on it?
Yeah.
Oh God!
No, you haven't been arrested. You never. I know you've been in. You've had handcuffs.
I've been in a little. Yeah, I've been in some trouble, but I've never gone downtown, as they say.
Hey, there's a title.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to go downtown tonight.
I was at a party one time, and a deputy sheriff in Mississippi unraveled the rope or the chain around a gate and came into a property to bust up a party because there were a few people there that were underage. I was not. And I proceeded to drunkenly and a little disrespectfully. I very much
a little
I
disrespectful.
respect people that work for the law for the most part. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, because anyway.
Look, there's bullshit in every corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but the guy tried to arrest people, and I caused a scene and was like, the second you unraveled this gate right here, and da 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 da, you know, and because he technically trespassed, and that's the very.
Was it a abandoned place or was it private property that
It was
somebody
private
there
property.
knew? Like the owner was in the house?
Yeah, the owner was
okay.
there, and the
Oh
guy,
yeah, he did trespass.
he unraveled a chain, and he moved the gate himself and drove in, and immediately came in and was being an asshole to everybody. Grabbed a kid for this is serious, for no reason by the neck, and threw him up against his car and was like, "How old are you?" Blah blah blah. And it was, I think the guy got in a lot of trouble. But anyway,
That's somebody's fantasy.
Yeah, I was and I was super vocal about that. And anyway, and I almost got in a little trouble that night, but I didn't.
That's good. Yeah.
But no, I've run from the cops like a couple times.
By foot or in the whip?
In a car.
In
Can I
Mississippi?
get arrested for saying that?
No.
Maybe that'll be me and
John.
ran from the cops one time, which was very necessary. I was not drinking and driving. I was completely sober,
Yeah.
but we ran from the cops because we were going to get arrested if the cops pulled us over and searched our vehicle. And
That's fair enough.
we ran and we got away.
That's
That's
good.
all I got to say about
Was
that.
there a good little chase piece, or did you just have to
No.
kind of cut
So
some corners and?
We turned the corner, and 3 cops came around, and
Oh wow! It's
one
like
of them
OJ.
looked at us, turned his lights on, but it was a really narrow street, and so he had to do like a 9-point turn to turn around. And my buddy, sorry, I
John.
won't say his name again, but knew the area we were in.
I'm gonna
Was like,
bleep out his name in the podcast.
Perfect.
John.
Said, turn here, now turn here, now turn right here, and then if you turn here, it's an exit right onto the interstate, and we were gone.
That must have been right over here.
It was in
John.
it was right over there. Let's just put it that way. It was that way. It was that way.
Yeah, that way. Oh my god! And they would have found the dead body, right?
They would have found the thing that weighed about as much as a dead body.
Oh shit! big old mistake.
Yeah.
Big old mistake.
Big old green $750 mistake.
Man, I think I'd like to.
$950.
I think I'd like to try me one of them. Well, look, again, thanks for joining me. This has been fun. We should go play some golf.
Let's do it.
Guys, this is episode 5, I think, of Just Being Earnest. And this is Michael Hardy, a.k.a. Hardy. And we'll see you next week.
Later.
Peace. Okay. Now that he's gone, I just want to sit here one more time and thank all of y'all for tuning in. We're just going to keep doing it one week at a time, all the way to the tippy top. And we're just going to rock them until there ain't nothing to rock no more. If y'all don't follow me on Instagram already, how'd you get here? It's at Ernest. You want to get me on Twitter, it's at Ernest615, because I represent the 615. If I don't see you next week, that's on you, because I'll be here. We'll see you. This is Just Being Earnest.
Just being earnest. Just being earnest. Just being earnest. Just being earnest.